pointing at me for? What are you doing?
Jackson's a serial killer.
Jackson's just chopped up somebody in the dressing room and took him his bag.
Talking about his motor, Jackson. Very strange. How are you tonight, Jackson? Kill anybody this week?
Hotty aye. Oh, here he done that camera and everything. Get that camera away from me! No, just...
What's just under the He broke everything in here. Everything.
Go! Hold it in! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We Forest the other night, the gaffer mentioned Babetto, right? She's like, where's the Babetto straight? Me man's like, I don't know. Just take a guess. Portugal. I was like, no, Portuguese, they speak Portuguese. Me man, right away. Spain.
Oh my god. But Kevin Kyle's signed, and right away I've nicknamed him the Bison. Because of his size and the shape of his head. So I've nicknamed him the Bison, and this has been on for months and months and months. And he was out there against strangers, and he came down the left hand side and I just shouted, go on the Bison, so it stuck. Whenever he walked into the dressing room, folk would go on the Bison. So we're up at Dunfermline. You doing that?
No.
We're up at Dunfermline, and I'm sitting next to Shankar getting ready. And he's getting ready, and he says, so I had to ask my mum what a bison was. And this is for you, Mrs. Shankers. Thinking of, I'll never know, she said a hoover. Now, the difference between a bison and a Dyson is 18 stone, as far as I'm concerned. So, Shankers is getting ready, he's tapped me in the leg and went, I had to ask my mum what a bison was, and she said a hoover, and I just went, hold it. Everybody's getting ready. I said, hold it, either you tell them or I'm going to tell them. So Shankers had to go, I had to ask my mum, she's saying this to all the players, I had to ask my mum what a bison was, and she said a hoover. So obviously everybody just buckled. For then on,
Go on the Dyson.
now known as the Dyson. The shout is now, go on the Dyson.
Go on the Dyson!
Unbelievable. That's Shankers in a nutshell. You're no bad, I'll give you
I'm
that.
not going to be skill.
No, no.
Kick me ball with
2 feet, that's skill.
I'll bet. In the end,
Some of them can't kick it with one.
Just get some. Jackson did a trick.
Big cracking trick. You can just it for them to kick it.
Jackson goes through a full train station to take over, isn't it?
Aye.
Sponsor silence, raised a lot for charity.
Hutch has got Hutch, I don't know if you've noticed this, but Hutch has got a cracking skill and it's diving over the ball.
Mikey be going. In fact, Bart Kerry about that big. That's a skill.
That's a skill. Go.
He washes his knees twice.
Yeah, oops.
Moth, but he's long in there. He used to wash his body.
Moths takes a while. I mean, Megan thinks, his fiancée thinks that training finishes at 1 in the morning.
But he's cleaning his forehead and he takes some couple hours.
Cleaning his forehead, because it's a forehead dinner. I had the Bobby in the ship in once. I had the Bobby, aye.
What was it? How did it taste?
I'm not going to lie, Bobby. Some Bobby. It was honestly. But
I've never had the
I
Bobby.
got it for nothing, so I wasn't going to pass it up. Scott's never had the Bobby.
I've never had the Bobby. My dad's had his pie, but... and my dad likes his pie.
Aye.
Bobo comes in, gets a rug, runs it with a wee bit, gets injured, goes to hospital, and you say that.
Bobo's room here.
Aye, it's Bobo. Bobo! Get in there! Bobo!
On a Tuesday.
He's in the cupboard now, he's having a kit.
On a
He's
Tuesday,
getting bandaged up.
Thursday, between Bobo and the bison, they could tell you every tendon, every bone.
Bobo usually slides in here, a couple of hours.
Probably gives a good hour, Bobo, wouldn't he?
You have a good game, aren't you?
Aye. He's got great knowledge of the game. On Saturday I asked who was the manager of their team.
Gary Mason. 46 caps for Scotland.
Bobo was asking who is he?
Honestly.
You're a good player.
Oh, look, shot. It's injured. This is big Bobo's peg. Get injured. His peg get injured. He stood up. That was him. When I get injured, he was out for 6 weeks or something.
Aye, 6 weeks. Broke his peg.
He broke his peg. Now it's time for a couple of headbangers.
Come! Hurry up! Go! Go! Special thanks to Scotty McLaughlin and Alan Kerr. But now it's competition time. For your chance to spend a home match with AUmedia. Test your nickname knowledge. These were not mentioned in the video. However, let's see if you can work out two of the squad from their nicknames. 1. In the picture to the left, Kerzo is holding up what he says is a life-size model of this player. He became known as Gibby from the Pharaohs. Who is he? 2. Who is the player nicknamed the Crisp Poke by Coach Andy Millen? Please send your answers with your name and contact details to AUmedia Nickname Knowledge Quiz info@airunitedmedia.co.uk for a chance to spend a home match as the special guest of AUmedia. We may even buy you a pie. Closing date, Friday, 25th of July, 2014.
So you seem to have a really good sort of banterful relationship with Scotty McLaughlin. What is he really like?
Top man. Scotty's a top man. I remember I came in last year and I didn't really know him. And I found him kind of hard to take. He didn't really talk then, didn't he? He came in a bit.
Like he's kind of sus people like that.
Nah, he's a bit like me that way. I had to suss him out and he had to suss me out. But he's been brilliant, and as for playing for this team this year, he's been outstanding. I mean, he goes and plays right midfield in one game and then it's moved back to centre half. Absolutely no bother. you've been playing there all these days, and I'm a guy that likes to see if a player can use both feet, and Scotty does that absolutely, no bother, no problem. Corners either foot, but ability wise, the best player in the team for me that way.
Has he paid you?
No, not at all.
So what was the first time when you both really suddenly realised you were both, I like to say it, mental and got on well together?
It was the end of last season, wasn't
It was the player of the year. Wee Sinky was supposed to go up and speak at the player of the year do, and basically did it. So the next thing the gaffer asked me if I would do it, so I done it, and Scotty was involved in some of it. Aye, and just after that night it just became come in here and started winding people up. I think we go for the same targets, which is pretty good, isn't it? I like the fact that they all take it in good banter, because you need it, you definitely need it, because it can be a long week after a defeat if
nobody's what to talk about.
aye, and this man comes in and canes a lot of people for anything, but for the duration he's here, and sometimes I've got to get in it.
Got to say though, in a more serious matter about this, having watched the two of you and seen what you do, the situation with Moff earlier this year, I know you laughed about it, probably will have edited everything out that you've said about that, because we'll probably be banned by the SFA, but I'll tell you there's great outtakes, folks, if you want to pay me money. But the second thing is about it, that is the kind of thing that could really get a player down, and the first thing you did within seconds was slag him off, and that sort of took pressure off, didn't it?
I wasn't alone.
Was that slag him off, I just said?
I wasn't alone, man. I came in and drew a picture on the whiteboard, the gaffer's whiteboard that's I don't think he even bothers using anymore, because it's always full of drawings in it.
Aye.
And I put it on there, a picture of them off and some bookie slips, and big Bobo brung in the gambling awareness thing, and Scotty just caned him about coupons every time, and he takes it. I don't know if he's bright enough for it to let it get him down.
But I spoke to him before for that day, Callum, and I says we'd been taking the mickey out as soon as it came out. I think as you say, that's the best way to do it. It's just there's no point of pussyfooting about and no saying it. The best is getting it out in the open and tearing strips off him, because he'll feel more at ease, I think.
Yeah.
And the fact that people are actually talking about it, no one to.
Let's be honest, he's no murdered anybody.
Exactly.
It's been going on for decades.
And he was just one of the unlucky ones.
Yeah.
But the way he's come back, his band's been brilliant. I mean, that's 4 goals in 2 games since he came back.
Aye.
Top player. I think it's an embarrassment he's got a shirt, but it's took that long for him off to get picked up by a senior team.
Yeah.
I mean, what age was he, junior to 25, 26?
Aye.
And for a boy with that talent to go that long with it playing senior is just mental. It's mental, but I suppose that's your gain and everybody else is lost, you know what I mean?
But I can also see the other side, why it took him so long to get here. Because I'm not going to lie here, he's an idiot. And that's the truth. But great lad again, and he gets involved. He's probably
he's the extra.
Me and Scotty are at the front
Chuckle
yet,
brothers,
but
he's right in there.
me before he'd Frank.
He likes to sneak in.
He's here or thereabouts.
That's quite funny, because he gives the attitude to fans and everyone when he's out and about. He's quite shy, he's demure, whatever, but he's hiding it, is he?
Is that what he stays? Demure.
Nice flat there,
No, that's nice flats here. No, he's honestly, in here it never bothered him, didn't it?
No.
No, he was putting bets on it at darts and that. No,
He just stuck to horses, didn't he?
Aye. He's. You couldn't believe he was banned, actually. That's how stupid he is.
What band did he?
Aye. Yeah, he didn't know he was banned. But back to the banter thing, if you don't have it, I've had it. Even I was helping out at an amateur team, and the boys will know who to see it. You've got to have it. if you don't have it, there's
something missing.
aye, it gets you through, say, dark periods, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because there's nothing worse than losing a football match, and you come in and nobody's really talking, so it's up to guys like myself who've been there, and interesting when you maybe know had guys to get you up for it, you know what I mean? So it's something we never like seeing. Andy Millen's the same. Andy Millen will come in right away. Andy Millen maybe lose the plot after a game, but he'll be first one to come in and have a laugh and get the place going. I mean, I worked with Andy full time at Queen of South, and he was the exact same there, because he recognises that people need a wee lift, and if you see a guy like Andy Millen who's always so enthusiastic and get yourself up for it, and then you think, oh, well, if he can get yourself up for it, why can't I, you know what I mean?
What about the gaffer? He went through a period of time there where he was getting quite a slating from the local fans. He had a drop in form, and it must have been a tough time for him, and it must be supremely brilliant for him to actually come away with 2 5-0 wins in a row. But what was it like for him? Do you have? I know you have to have respect for the gaffer when it's there, but do you take the mickey out of him for that circumstance? What happens?
No, I don't really, don't you? I mean, a bit of respect. I mean, he's your gaffer. You don't really take the mickey out of him. Do you know what I mean? Well, you can have a laugh when he's obviously in the training pitch with you and your team, but you know it's a hard job he's got, and he's doing what he can. I mean, it was hard going that wee run when we were also losing games, but the gaffer's a positive guy, and he always makes sure that the players are well looked after on him. Kerr's known him since he was 8, isn't he?
Yeah. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
8 year old.
So Kerr's known him a lot longer than everybody, but Kerr's the one who can come in. I mean, he's no part of the place. He can maybe go in and take the mickey out and say to him whatever, and it kind of get some out of shell if he's maybe going through a wee bad time. Well, Kerr's always good for that, going in and take the mickey out, because at the end of the day he's known him nearly all his life.
When we're going through that bad patch there, what was the team's sort of attitude? I know you'll say you wanted to win games, but for the gaffer, were you wanting to win them for him?
You want to win them for yourself as team, and you want to win them for the gaffer, because we're all part of one team. You don't want to win it for the individual. Obviously the gaffer's the one that signed me, so I'm always going to play my heart out, which is every boy in here has been signed by the gaffer, so the gaffer's is obviously believes in us, so we've got to pay him back a wee bit of debt, and I think we've done that, especially the last couple of games with the 5-0 victories. But because as long as we're in the playoffs at the end of the season, I mean, we've been there all season, so there's no reason why we can't go. The hardest part's getting there, and then once you're there, you never know. It's 4 games against whoever it is, and you just try and take your chance and see what can happen.
So you've been with a gaffer since you were 8. One of the longest love stories at the club then?
Tell you, I should get a medal for that, because sometimes he's unbearable. Really is. I've been a lot of bother because of him. I hope you realise this. But no, I've seen, for the time that I've known him, sometimes I've seen him, that people don't realise how hard he takes a defeat, or how hard it takes a caning for supporters, which they pay their money, they're entitled to it. It's hard for them. But he's in here every day, and he works his backside off to try and get a team on the park that will get results, and that's not always been the case with people being injured or suspended, or he can't or can't get people signed that he tries, it doesn't work out. It's not for the lack of trying, or he doesn't want anybody. And this is maybe a wee bit for people to see that you come in and have a laugh, but there's times when it's pretty.
It's no easy. Sometimes you need to just try and work through it. You're maybe putting on a face for the younger guys. You don't want them to see, they think, oh, no, there's Scotty, tapped his head a wee bit. You don't want them to, and then they good, and you need to, it's a wee bit of kidology at times. You're trying to kid on you. I mean, obviously you're hurting inside, but you think for the good of the team, you need to try and lift the boys.
That's where he comes through with being the captain. He's got to lift it for us. We've seen the wee man down and
No.
taking it pretty
He was
sore.
sent off that day.
Aye, he
He
was sent
was-
off. Scotty's the first man into, because he's been there, he's been through it, and he's only probably replicating what people have done for him when he was playing. And I'm sure,
Appreciate it.
aye,
I
I'm sure.
appreciate like we guys like
Aye.
Forrest. I mean, Forrest got sent off and see he was cut up, so I spoke to him in here and then I phoned him at night just to make sure he was alright. And even when he's maybe not had a good game and he's raging, but he's only young. The boy's still at school. You know what I mean? You've got to remember that. Even guys like Shankers, who's only 18, might be disappointed to be left out rather, and you just need to try and say, listen, come on, keep your chin up. Time
You can understand those feelings. Well, that shows a great enthusiasm to want to get
Definitely,
on,
because
isn't it? Everyone feels
they
that
want
way.
to play first team football, and that's the most important thing. I mean, see the stuff you learn at 17, 18, it stands you in good stead for the years to come.
Yep.
But has me anyway. I mean,
I think that's where we Forrest will appreciate it. Maybe 5 or 10 years
aye.
time.
Because
Like Scotty's
maybe he'll not have somebody who.
Aye, maybe not have that.
Aye.
But for the younger ones, it's no nice when you've came through it and you've seen it. It's no nice to see my boy just out of school and he's put everything in on a Saturday and maybe because of the referee's decision, he's crumbled, and it's hard to take. But
We sometimes forget how young they are. I remember the first time he came on, he scored that goal at Queen's Park.
who the Chris poke?
And yeah, he was blown off into the corner at Hampden. But I remember when he came on that day, he scored that wonderful solo effort when he dribbled right up to the keeper. And we were going into the press room and we waited for this person to come on. From a distance, you don't think about the size, he just looks like a normal bloke there. And suddenly we walked into this room and there was a little schoolboy sitting there.
With spots.
And he was just sitting there, and you forget how young some of these people are. And when we're on the terraces and we're shouting and telling people what to do, we forget.
Well, we had him that night at the Taj for Somerset Bob. No, was it? It was
the one during the day.
It was the one during the
Did
day
one singing
for
on that.
Somerset Bob, and we went to Taj and me and Scotty had a pint and
Got a wee fruit shoot.
he had a fruit shoot with a straw, and that's the kind of thing you need to do. It's just.
She says, but you do forget how young they are sometimes. I mean, I'm really hard on a lot of them because maybe they've slacked off and no working as hard as I want them to, or the manager wants them to, and it's quite harsh on them sometimes, but that's just the way you need to learn. It's no point in me just saying to maybe Forrest is no track to his runner, it's no point in me just saying,
That's
oh,
right.
knocky, because he'll not learn that way. And sometimes I'll be screaming and shouting at them, but on the other hand, you'll see me screaming and shouting at Big Kev or the gaffer if he's training. Doesn't matter, I wouldn't ask him to do it, and I wouldn't want to do myself, do you know what I mean? If it's tracking a runner or keeping it simple, or I mean, I'll never ever have a go at somebody who's having a shot at goal or try to make something happen in the final third. It's important you let them know when they're maybe slacking off, because it keeps them on their toes, and I said you learn more that way.
You mentioned there, like the gaffer or Kev or people like that, but is it harder with more experienced players to say to them, I need more out of you, or do you just find that is it even this banter that you have helps to break barriers? And
No, really, at the end of the day, I
You
mean,
treat them all. You treat somebody.
I just treat everybody the same. I mean, if you're 17 or
Aye.
the gaffer's about 38, it doesn't make any difference if they're maybe not pulling their weight and training, they're in a game. It's up to myself or other guys to have a go at them and try and get them to do things better, because at the end of the day we're on the same goal, and that's to win a football match. And if you need to follow with people on the pitch, that's what you need to do. But as soon as it comes in here, I'll be your best pal, and maybe they'll take it that way and think he's raging with me. But I honestly forgot about it. I mean, if I'd fell out of the after pitch as a day on the pitch, I wouldn't have any mates, because I fought with everybody. That's what I mean. There's a joke between who you're going to fight with the day, but I don't go out looking to fight with somebody. Just
But I come back to this thing, is this where the humour really comes in? It's a barrier breaker. People know there's another side to you, and when they see you being like that, they know that you're being serious. It's a work-related thing, but when you come in here, you're not getting at them.
oh, of course. I mean,
Well, they had a wee tiff the other week there. Scotty and the Bison. The Bison was having one, let's be honest. And Scotty's going to them. They've had a wee tiff, but
the gaffer was
obviously they come back in here and I've got to jump on it right away. And asked them if they pair of talking yet. You've got to do it. There's no point in no talking.
You can't have these power on the park as much as you would love that. I mean, the last 2 5-0 games, not to fall at MD because everybody's doing their job and it's no problem. But if you're maybe hanging on to the result and somebody maybe slacking off, then you need to have a go at them and get them improved because they'll be wanting to go, right, I want to shut this wee half-foot up, he's doing my nut and shouting at me. And
maybe
the best way to do it is to match a runner or go and get stuck in there. But
maybe this is where the fans don't see the bit, they maybe see a bit of carry on, or they think they don't try or they don't bother, but it does. And
it's important, as soon as it comes in here, it's important to let it know it's finished. That's it.
And they'll get a chance to see what really goes on. I mean, we've got Jerry, the new that's coming in to write a book, and he can't believe what he's seen after some defeats. You know, I mean, take the Forfar game a couple of weeks ago. I mean, in here was horrible.
I mean, we're in
Hutch was having a go, Big Kerr's having a go, Scotty's having a go, Andy's having a go, Mikey Donald's having a go, and sometimes it just needs to get out, doesn't it?
That's the best thing,
it's the best
because it shows you everybody cares and they want to win.
And since then,
I remember standing up in the press box waiting for the gaffer to come out. Now, Gaffer's not always the quickest guy to come out, but he was over an hour before he reached the press, and he talks about that being a time where you opened your hearts to each other, not opened your hearts, but actually got a lot out in the open.
You get your grievances out, because the best time to do that is in here, when you can do it. I mean, there's no point in waiting a few days and then you go, oh, can I speak to you about that? And because it's better, see, I mean, a lot of times you say, oh, it's better to do things when you've calmed down a wee bit, but see when the adrenaline's still there and everybody's still pissed off or whatever, it's better just to get things out in the open and get a few home truths to it, people. I mean, that's the best way, because I said it's all about winning football matches. And
is it angry people or is it hurting people when you're in that sort of thing? Are they hurt? Everyone's hurting for the result.
That's it. Nobody wants to lose a football match. I mean, if you had to play with somebody who'd want to lose a game, so everybody's hurting when you get beat. I mean, it's an emotional game, football, and it's so many highs and lows. And I mean, there's no better feeling in the world than winning a football match. You came in here and everybody's bubbling. You can have a laugh right away. But if you beat, I mean, it's a touchy place. I mean, that's what I feel for guys at the press who need to go and speak to guys after a defeat. I mean, it's no nice. It's no nice having to even ask guys for it. So, but so the main thing is getting to the playoffs and you take your chances there. But still, it's a long road to go. And
there's a good attitude at the club as well. The gaffer always says that if anyone wants to speak to him, and I mean by that fans, they have to contact him, because he likes the idea of it being open. And he's a very straightforward talker upstairs. When he's doing his press releases, he'll tell you if he feels it's been a bad game, mistakes he's made himself. Does that filter through the club? You know, do you feel that there's an honest approach to it?
Aye, there's a lot of honest boys, isn't there? Aye. And they'll tell you themselves if it's not a good game, and there's nobody who'll really try and kid themselves and think, kind of, I'm alright, Jack attitude. Look after themselves. Everybody's looking forward and try to be part of the team. I mean, there's nothing worse than the guys that sit out there who have been left at the squad. There's nothing worse than being left at the team and you think, am I going to get back in here? I mean, self-consciously they might be thinking, oh well, it might take somebody to have a bad game for me to get back in here, but at the end of the day, when the game starts, you're all part of the 16 or 18 where it is now, and the most important thing is winning football matches. As hard as it is for the guys, the ones who are 1-11 need to appreciate it. They guys want their jersey, so you need to try your hardest to keep the jersey, because I mean, we've got a lot of good players who've no really been playing the last few weeks. Guys like Big Ants who started the season really well.
I think you realise
Shankers as well.
The gaffer's not everybody's cup of tea. No, you're not always going to please everybody, and he accepts that. He works his off, and he'll be the first one to hold his hands up and say, listen, it's not worked, or he'll take the blame or carry a can, whatever. That's his job. And I'm not here to blow smoke up his, but sometimes it's hard to see somebody that you've grew up with take a lot of responsibility for maybe a squad it's maybe not delivered on the day, and that's football. That's why he's doing it, because he loves it. And guys like Scotty, that he's had beside him all his career, well, Messi's career. These are guys that he relies on, and I don't think. I mean, I've been critical a few times, but I don't think we can be anywhere else that we've been. Take Rangers and Celtic at the Rangers and I did that. Rangers and Dunfermline at the equation. I must even take Rangers and Dunfermline at the equation. We've been first, second, and third all season. If that's the way you like to look at it. If Rangers and Dunfermline are in the league, and I think that's more than enough for a part-time club that's with the resources that we've got. And Scotty and Kev and Bobo and the older man, Morphs, and the lads that's been there, they'll take the criticism all day long. It's the Shankers and the Forrests of the world that are just starting out and are learning. They're the ones that
need the back now.
Aye, they need the back. This is their ground. They should be able to go and
I just get to enjoy it.
Aye. No have a fear of what somebody's going to shout. Because we know boys are big enough and ugly enough, Scotty and certainly Bobo, because he's ugly enough, but they can take it. They can take it, whereas the younger ones are still learning.
And you want, I'd rather they were shouting at director or shouting at myself or a Bobo or Morph, because guys like me, Forrest and Shankers, I mean Adam Hunter, you can get through most of the team, they're young boys. Adam Hunter, I mean Adam Hunter's played a lot of games, but Adam Hunter's only 20, you know what I mean? They need guys to back me up. But the majority of the time the punters are good, and I've never had a problem with the punters, but if they feel a young boy's slacking off, shout at me and tell me to shout at him, and I'll give him a bit of but say these guys are learning. We want the young boys to go out with a freedom and just go and enjoy their football, whereas we know what it's like to. I mean, we've been there, we've Big Bobo and Morph, we got promoted to the club before, and there's nothing we'd love more than to get promoted again, because the feeling we had up at Brecon that day, I mean, you were also there, Kerr, you know what it was like. I mean, it was tremendous. It's probably the best feeling. I know the manager's the same. Probably the best feeling we've had throughout our football career. I mean, up there, and it was just, all you could see was air punters everywhere, and it was just a takeover, and we went up there and we believed that we were going to win. I remember we went in 1-0 down. I just thought there was no doubt in our mind that we were going to win that game, and the gaffer scored. I think there was only one winner that day. And if we say the hardest part is getting to the playoffs, as long as we get to the playoffs, you take your chances over the 4 games. Well, 4
Can
games
you do it?
maximum.
Can you get up?
Of course we can. I mean, we've been where we are all season in the places. So there's no reason why you can't get there. Honestly, I really think the hardest part is getting there, because there's teams chasing us now, and the hardest part is making sure you stay in 3rd or 4th places. I mean, Dunfermline, we're going to catch Dunfermline, but if we get 3rd or 4th, you never know what can happen. We might just click over the games. I mean, when we got to them the last time, I'm sure you'll agree, I think we didn't really care who we played. We were just happy to be in them, and I think we won it comfortably in the Forfar game, and then Brecon was a wee bit edgy, but of course we can do it. There's no reason why we can't, if we've been sitting where we are all season.
I think would it be true to say that because of the heritage of the club, we had what can only be called our glory years, the sort of 60s into the 80s, and the times when we were in the Premier League, things like that. There's a willingness or a feeling that this club should be up there, and we have got the basis of a great fan support if we could do something with it. Mm-hmm. Do you think at times that sort of is quite difficult because the fans are expecting that from us just now, or do you think they have to be more realistic in some kind of ways, or are they misviewing what the progress is with the club?
No, not for me. I mean, the punters pay their money. They're quite entitled to have a go or whatever, and believe the money believe, because they're the guys that love their club and they pay their money to come in. They buy the shirts. If they think this club should be higher up, then surely that's a good thing for the players, because it's showing that they believe the club, whoever's pulling that strips, that's who the fans are going to back. And there's no reason why we shouldn't have been in the first division. I mean, you look at part-time clubs that are in the new guy, teams like Cowdenbeath, Alloa, Dumbarton, they're all part-time, but they're Morton are right down the foot of that table, and especially Dumbarton. I mean, they're holding their own. Why can't we do that? We just want to get as many punters through the gate to back the boys, because it does make a difference. To see there's a good crowd at them, like the Rangers game and all that, it's absolutely tremendous. And the boys really appreciate the backing.
They also appreciate a style of football at Ayr, and it's good football. It's fast, free-flowing football, and I think anyone who's seen the last 2 games suddenly must realise what we've got in stock if we can do that every week. The first game, the first 5-0 against Stranraer, as much as we didn't expect it, suddenly the team stepped a pace up after a few games of suddenly feeling so slow and lethargic. Could you feel the buzz from the, well, not you because you were off the first game, but in the second one at least, can you feel the buzz from the crowd because they appreciate that kind of thing? Does it lift you?
Oh, definitely, because I mean, what the support away at East Fife was tremendous, right? I mean, right for the first whistle, you want to try and create a wee bit of atmosphere. I mean, it's not the best of stadium for atmosphere, do you know what I mean? Because it's only got the one stand or whatever. I mean, it gives you a wee lift when you hear your punters backing you, and for us to repay them the way we did, I'm sure they appreciated it, do you know what I mean?
You could tell it, you were saying earlier, the good feeling of coming off the park when you'd won a game. I think you only had to look at the end of the East Fife game. There's a wonderful moment, I hope we've got it in video somewhere, where it's the team walking off the pitch, big smiles on their face, and what was great was immediately they applauded the fans, and you could see the reaction they got back from that as well. There is a great bond between the two. But what do we do to increase our fan base? What do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's stuff, the community stuff, and that's good, Kerr, isn't it? Guys like Moff going out into working with the community, and if they go and say, oh, I'm a United player, maybe they've went and followed the Rangers or Celtic or even Kilmarnock or something, and you say, oh, we met an United footballer the day, he was taking me for coaching, can you take me to the game? And that's where you get your fan base for years to come. Just for kids going home and telling their parents. And I remember when I was going out for football player Camira, you were starstruck, even no matter who it was. I mean, I might have played for Hamilton Accies or something, but you were just thinking, this guy's a football player, he's doing what I dream about doing.
Is that me?
Aye. So, aye, my dad's age. No, when maybe a footballer come in, and you look at him, you look for his team, you look for his score on the Saturday, and then come down the line, you think, I'm going to go and watch their game. And then you think, oh, I like it here, I mean, it's good atmosphere, I'm going to start coming here. And maybe he tells his wee pal, and you got a whole new bunch of supporters. I think getting into the community is definitely the way to do it, because you need to encourage as many people as you can.
I think Saturday, after 10 goals you took the play in 2 games, I think Saturday will be a bit more busier because we're coming into 7 games to go, and ultimately they're going to turn out when you're winning and you're going for playoffs. And if this works, hopefully we go up, then that will bring people back to the door again. And then you're playing first division football. You've got Rangers and Hearts.
A great league to be in,
yeah,
because
you don't want to miss out on it, and everybody needs to be, as they say, singing for the same hymn book. You know, everybody wants to go up. Fans want to go up. Players want to go up. Management want to go up. The directors, the cameraman, everybody. And let's just. I keep saying,
make
next
sure
7 games,
make sure you get in them.
And it can happen.
If we don't go up, it's no for the want to try, and everybody's give it their best shot. If we come up short, that's life. You move on, you try and do it next season. But everybody's going for the same.
Lack of trying.
Everybody's going for the same goal. Everybody's trying to get promoted and take their club to the next level. Where I think if we get in there, we'll be able to attract better players. We'll obviously get more money if you get in the Rangers and Hearts games. it'd be great for the club, but I said, get there and then you take your chances. If you don't do it, we've given it our best shot.